We were taking a rest at the inn. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
how much has changed, but it was the Magic Springs,
Singing
the
Stones
Singing
Inn.
Stones,
Correct.
exactly,
Yeah.
with little holes in the walls. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
we were resting, and we were going to attempt to go meet the Arch Druid, or the spiritual leader of the human side of the settlement.
Yep. That
The
would have
next
been
day.
Benin Avron, I believe his name
Ben
is.
and Avron.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Find my correct notepad here, and yeah, we're good.
All right. So there's actually been some, as everybody wakes up the next morning, we're just going to get right into it. Is Check for Traps here?
He was just here. I think he was having some microphone problems or something.
Oh, boy.
He was breaking up really bad, so he's probably logging back in.
Okay. All right. We'll we'll go ahead and get started anyway. So the next morning, sorry if you guys can hear me clicking around a cough drop, but I got to have these or I'm not going to be lasting very long DMing. So, all right. Next morning, you guys awaken to quite a bit of activity outside. As everybody's, everybody's starting to don their armor and, shine your sword, oil your sword up, oil your nice leathery armor, all that good stuff. You start to hear a lot of commotion outside. Definitely a lot of commotion coming out from, there are windows, everybody has windows in their rooms. So.
I was doing my morning prayers and I heard all this, and I'm peeking out the window, Dave. What's going on?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna stick my head out the window and have a look.
Sure, everybody busts the seals. You can hear the smiths. You can actually see Earthen Pride right across the street at his smithy. It looks like he's sorry about that. I had a cough. Darn it! I hope this doesn't become a problem all night. So
I give a little yell of salutations out of the way. It's in hard at it early in the morning, I see.
Urchin says, Pride, come down and see me when you got a chance, lad. Good day ahead, good day.
We'll do, friend.
Today's gonna be a good day, Pride. And he's just banging away. Looks like he's making some kind of horseshoe. It looks like he's, a couple glowing red horseshoes there that he's kind of bending and forming and whatnot.
Right. He had a bit of an ominous connotations to his good day. It may be a good day for him, but I'm thinking he's got something in store for me. So I'm going to finish up with my prayers and then head outside.
Okay.
Or head to meet the rest of the people, the party.
Okay. All right. Everybody else, you're looking out your windows. You can see a lot of activity around town. You can see, horses being led to right out, actually in front of the Singing Stones Inn. It looks like there is a small caravan of about 5 to 6 wagons, which is actually more wagons that were here in the town in the first place. And
do we still have that previous map that we had last time?
absolutely. In fact, I've got you this map here right here for you. So you guys should be able to see
this. Is there
this.
any look of concern or anything on their faces, or are they looking like this is just a normal occurrence?
Yeah, it just looks like a caravan. It doesn't look like there's any kind of. There's a couple what would appear to be maybe sellswords or mercenaries. You can see there's like a group of 3 or 4 that are huddled, and you can see one gentleman kind of giving commands, kind of pointing like one here in the rear, one towards the front. And you can see that these mercenaries, they're all pretty heavily armored. They're in like a chainmail type of armor. They all have bows. They have long swords. Couple throwing daggers on their boots, their belts. So,
well, I asked because the night prior they had said it had been a while since they had added visitors, so
yeah,
to have such a caravan the next day does seem a little strange to me. I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. And see, you guys see where the little pointer is. Can you guys see the pointer? Oops, somebody moved the pointer.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, I put a little pointer on the map. So you guys originally started up here in Rest, and you guys traveled. Oops, somebody keeps grabbing it. But you basically traveled down the Rest Lake Reston, and up, back up the Elster River. Now, see this dot right here that I'm pointing at? That is your boat. You still have your boat, and this is at this place is called Goblin Toe Point, and it is also a village. And when you got there, especially with Vey, your boat, I guess you would call it your boat. You're the one that actually found it or acquired it. Yes. So, Phil, your boat needed a little bit of repairs. Not much. It needed some sails repairs. There were some boards that were leaking and whatnot. So the shipmaster there at Goblin Toe Point told you that it would be ready for you to hit the high seas again next time you come back. And there will be a little fee, not much. I think they quoted you like 5 gold to repair everything. It wasn't really much at all. So your ship there, it's where the pointer is right here.
And that's where we left the boat.
That is it.
What did you say the new name?
I see the
town
pointer
was
in the middle of the woods.
Yeah, me too.
Are
you talking about the tail of it?
Yeah. See, the very very point of it is pointing at a black dot. You can enlarge
that.
I see it now.
No, I mean right here.
Oh, I think if you move the map around.
So let me.
I enlarged the map.
Yeah, scale it up a little bit. So let me actually sync. It should have.
Pointer just flipped for me.
Yeah, I just synced it. So there you go. Yeah, there's the sort of like the goblin. It's called Goblin Toe Point. It's a small ship making village.
Now we are at Talara, right, or whatever.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep. You made correct. You made the 20-mile trek east to Talara, and everything is approximate now. Everything is gridded, and is 20 miles per square. Now you've been at Talara for like the last day. And you found out that there were some mysterious happenings going on with the miners here, the dwarvish miners. There were some druids that you were investigating. Well, all of that has been going on. There's a mysterious person.
Tanric.
Tanric, correct, yes. His name was Tanric. Disappeared several weeks ago. And then after that, basically that's when all this weird stuff started happening. They shut down the mines and whatnot. And, of course, Earthen's all up in arms because he's got no ore being processed and he's losing money. So that's why you've been summoned pride. So... And I love how you got the party to actually follow you down here to Talara, which is really nice.
A bit of a rocky start.
Yeah,
on the same boat here.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Metaphorically speaking.
Mm-hmm. But you guys are in the place that you're in is called the Elster Vale, and it's a small, it's just a very small vale that's no more than 200 miles across from east to west, and this is sort of like in the middle of the Forgotten Realms. So you guys are in the land of Faerun somewhere, and we'll eventually expand out from this. But right now we are in the Elster Vale. So to get back, and that was to kind of get you guys kind of caught up and refreshed of what happened. Now all of this is going on around. There's some supplies being taken off of the wagon, some supplies being put on. There's some supplies being brought into the Singing Stones Inn. Everybody starts to, very nice, beautiful, really cool day, nice brisk breeze. As you move down into the actual Singing Stones Inn, you can hear that the wind brisking through is making all of the holes in the wall kind of give you like this, kind of doing a very nice whistle.
Haunted sort of singing going on.
Exactly. And the owner, you guys know the owner is Mikkel Avron, and he basically tells everybody to have a good day. There was, because you guys were actually questioning him, and he says, "Oh yeah, a caravan came through early this morning. It looks like they're going to be heading east to Brindol. So it looks like a lot of things have really changed throughout tonight here, and we had a secret meeting." The Druids. He's part of the Druids, of course, and with the Tranquil of Still, which is their religion, and they had a nice get together with the dwarves last night. because they've always been segregated in Talara. You know, the dwarves have always stayed on their side of the railroad tracks per se, and the humans have always stayed on their side of the tracks. So they're pretty much knocking down that wall. And they're going to start working together. And this is something that has been compromised between, you know, both their leader, which was Crux's brother, Lennon, that you had met. He's the one that actually owns I guess you could say the mining company itself. And so him and Lennon got together along with Benin. They all got together, hashed everything out, and they've reopened the mines, so you can hear that there's a lot of picks being hit against stone. You can hear that off in the distance. So it seems like things are looking really good here now in Talara. Now, as for this strange Tanric character or fellow, they still haven't heard anything about him. And, you know, he had traveled supposedly east, because when he left Talara, he left east. Now, as for everybody getting together, you guys have a really great breakfast. I don't know what you guys are going to do for the day, but everybody's kind of downstairs in the lobby area, sitting down, drinking, having some fruits, some trail rations, preparing for the day.
Yeah, how fortunate indeed that a caravan came through. Remember, the dwarf yesterday was just talking about how he was worried about how he's going to get his ore back to market.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of the troubles have been smoothed over while we slept this past evening.
Indeed.
It's not good.
It was a very busy night. We were negotiating. Basically, it's been sleepless for all of us, both the humans and the dwarves. So, would we have picked up the name of this leader from the owner of the inn when we interrogated him originally? Yeah,
it's
Mikkel.
The same last name.
Mikkel Avron. Yeah.
You have some sort of relation to the spiritual leader here in the town?
Yes, the leader of the Druids is named Benin, and that's his brother.
Ah.
And in Earthen, he's the most renowned metal worker in town, and his brother is the leader of the dwarves. So both pairs of brothers have gotten together, you know, over this long night that just happened, and basically hashed everything out.
Earthen's family has a long history with these mines, and so I suppose this has been passed down in Earthen's family
since 60 years. Yes, just as the ogres tried to take Talara some 60 years ago, that we'll be celebrating later on this year. Yes, correct. The dwarves have been here for 60 years. Absolutely.
Mr. Avron, how long has your family been established in this region?
My family have been here for about 150 years now.
Ah, okay. So your family was here when the whole original thing started off?
Yes.
Oh, that's fascinating.
We were here to a point, and then we had left. And then, because they did not want a lot of growth here, they just wanted this to be a mining village. So my family had left, and then they heard of, you know, the dwarves coming in. My family moved back after the attack of the ogres, and then we basically tried to get with the council members here at that time in Talara to try to set up some type of inn. And then, therefore, that's how the Singing Stones Inn came about 40 years ago, was when they actually agreed to open up Talara a little bit more and welcome caravans passing through, you know, going from, you know, the lake to Brindol, the capital, and whatnot. So, you know, it was a good thing for them, and it was a good thing for my family as well.
Is it too much to hope that perhaps our presence and our words with both you and the dwarves led to perhaps this meeting occurring?
I would hope it would. I would hope it would, because as we were talking about things last night, it seems like we really didn't have any evidence on what was going on with the mines, and it just seems like the humans were blaming the dwarves, and in return the dwarves were blaming us for everything. So, you know, as we cut the childhood games out, we're all adults here, we've pretty much smoothed everything over, and now hopefully Talara will now prosper because of this.
This is very good to hear.
It is. It is. It is. And you know, and it's it's unfortunate for you, because I'm sure you guys were probably brought here by Earthen? You were hired by Earthen?
Well, Earthen sent out some feelers and
In a
had us
way.
come and wanted us to assist him in this whole business. But
Ah.
it seems like everything's pretty much got a lid on it now. Anybody find out anything about what was happening to those stones of yours?
No. We basically just dropped everything. We quit the blaming. We don't know if it was, that strange type of, that scholar that was in town several weeks back.
Yeah, that
We don't
Mr.
know.
Tanric of yours,
Yeah, we don't
yes.
know if it was that Mr. Tanric gentleman. We don't know if it was the children. We don't know. We're just letting it go. We're basically starting over. That's basically what we're doing.
Perhaps a visit back to Irwin would be in order.
Yes, I just had a little chat with him outside of my window. It seems like he hinted at today would be a good day. I don't know if that's for us or for him only, but maybe he does have something in mind for us.
Oh, I'm sure Earthen's very happy, especially now that the mines are back to mining ore, and he'll be able to start making money again. He's been on edge kind of late. You could tell that last night, but
All right, he didn't seem too pleased with the whole affair as it stood now.
well, I think Earthen's traveling east. I think he's going to Brindol. So I think that
I better catch him before he leaves. Then.
yeah, you've got a little while still. Some of the the hires, or the mercenaries that are going to protect. This place, the El Cervelle, is just saturated with these pesky little goblins. So you can never have too many mercenaries, as long as you can afford them, of course. So maybe if you want to speak to Brindol, we'll speak to Earthen about maybe going to Brindol. I'm sure that I'm sure that he could accommodate you and take care of the any kind of fees that you have to charge him for you coming here to beautiful Talara.
Right, I don't know about all that.
I'm sure everybody would love to have some jingle in their pockets this morning.
I look at everybody.
Well, there is, what we talked about yesterday. It probably would be best to speak with him again. Don't you agree?
What everyone means is yes.
Yes. All right.
Bell's a little upset that the other deal has gone through.
Yes.
All right, so Prod, are you going out to talk to
I'm going to
Earthen?
finish, pound my breakfast down, yes, and I'm going to... I don't know if everybody's going to come with me or not, but I suppose he's right across the street.
I would
It
let
is
you
little
out of my
smithy
sight
shop.
for a moment.
Yes,
Right.
do come, Phil, do come.
If I don't get any
I love
coin
it.
here, I will be wringing it out of you.
Well, in a hushed voice, I say, Phil, our job is always as it has been. We're going to feast these rubes for everything they're worth.
And I'm going to follow you, your friend Pride, for I cannot trust you in the hands of a dwarf.
Very well,
No.
my good friend Vane, please do follow me, yes.
You never know what a dwarf may get up to.
What does Vane look like? Give me a description of Vane, if you would.
Vane's about 5'8". He's got very dirty blonde hair, green eyes, dressed for the trail, for the woods, in very nondescript, dull colours. Carries a longbow, a pair of quivers on his back, and a long sword at his side.
Okay. Yes, my huntsman mate, yes, please do follow me. There may be some work for us yet here.
Your huntsman. God.
If you require food, I can always go out into the forest and find you some berries.
We've
and
just
some
eaten
nuts.
breakfast, man. Are you hungry again already? Come on.
Well,
You were
don't
the
forget
one
about
talking
second
of hunting.
breakfast.
Secondsies and thirdsies, hell yeah.
Right.
Especially in small little villages like Talara. God, yeah, of course.
Pretty
And
late
when-
back here, I think.
And when you're wandering the wilds, you always need to stock up on food.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let me
Wise
verify
words.
that is the seeker still a dwarf?
That's what I'm trying to figure out what the party is now.
I just want to make sure no one changed. Vane's the only one that really changed, right?
I think so.
Yes,
Yeah, I think
I also have pointy ears, as you know.
Alright. Grazie is elongated.
What's up, Traps?
Hey, am I coming through okay?
Breaking up a little bit.
Yeah, you're right.
It's still going.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna try to fix it.
no
Alright.
problem, man. Take your time, man. So, Willie, as you're going across the street with your entourage with you, you know, they're not
Right.
wanting to let you out of their sight, it seems like.
I failed
Pretty amazing.
uncomfortably close behind me, I'm sure. Dagger at the ready.
Yeah, you can hear, you know, Earthen, he's smacking away at this anvil. Definitely bending horseshoes, you know, and he's got his leather working tunic on. He's got sweat dripping off of his face, and you know he's double pounding, ping, and he sees you walking up, and he just kind of takes a step back, takes the pincers and takes the horseshoe and douses it in the water and throws it in the stack with the others, and he says, "Ah, Pride, my boy, good to see you,
My dear
Pride.
friend Earthen, how are you?
It's a good day today.
He
Everything's
seems to be in a much better mood.
I am I sure am. We've got the mine back up and operating this morning, so my brother is ecstatic. I'm ecstatic because now that I can actually start to, you know, mine some of this stuff and actually start to create the metals and the bars that I can start to transfer to other places. So throughout the night, it's been a sleepless night, Pride and crew. A sleepless night. Gonna be
Such a transformation. It's almost miraculous.
Oh, I think Yes,
Was this caravan even expected?
No, this is sort of like a cupcake at the end of dinner that you weren't expecting there. So I as through the night, you know, I've just been, you know, actually all of my brother has called in all of his miners. They've been working throughout the night as well. I've been making bars throughout the night. Good news, this beautiful caravan has shown up here in Talara this morning, and I am going to be catching a ride east to Brindol to negotiate and barter some of these bars that I have. You know, I haven't had any income for nearly a month, and it's time to sell some of these bars.
Oh,
Well,
you converted
you're
the
welcome,
bars
Earthen. I'm
already.
glad we could.
Yes. So I'm going to pay you guys for your time. I appreciate it. I'm going to pay everyone. I think it was 5 gold or something like that. He says, anyways, I'm going to give everyone 25 gold. So, you know, he has 5 sacks of coins, and he throws them down on the table, and he goes, I thank all of you for coming here. And if you would, you know, give me just a couple minutes, I'd like to talk to Pride, if you guys wouldn't mind.
Oh dear. Okay.
Alone? Are you sure?
Yes. Yes. Me and Pride go back many, many, many years, and
Okay, Earthen. All right.
And maybe that was more aimed at Pride than you, my friend Dwarf.
so, you know, he puts his arm around Pride, and you know they're basically shoulder to shoulder level, and he starts to walk back into his shop, and he goes, "Well, Pride, I've got a proposition for you, my friend, my old friend, my good friend."
I am always open to propositions. Speak your mind.
Well,
Feels very antsy right now.
I would like to acquire you and your compatrons to protect the caravan, because you all know that the Vale is full of these pesky goblins and kobolds and orcs.
Expect a bit of danger, do you?
Yes, especially with the amount of silver that I'm carrying. Yes, I am going to need a couple extra hired hands. So, hey, you're here, my long lost buddy that just got here yesterday, Pride. So good to see you. I will pay.
I feel like I'm being sold a faulty horse here. Just calm down. I feel like they'll go along with
Well,
it.
here's the thing. I'm also clearing the debt that you have with me. So-
Thank you very much, Earthen. I put my hands on his shoulders and look at him. Thank you very much, my friend.
You're most welcome. But see, now I need you to do one favor for me. I need you to convince the rest of those jugheads out there to accompany you to Brindol, and then from Brindol, you can do whatever you want.
All right.
And
I'll
of
see
course,
what
I
can do.
mean Jughead's in the most respectful way.
Oh yes.
That's-
They're a bit
you know, that's-
daft in the head. They don't have the brains that you and I possess, Earthen, of course. But yes, they're always good in a fight.
Yes,
Which
and
is
that's
what
what
we
I
need them
usually
for.
exactly. That's what I usually call the mercs of your type. So you know, you owe me no more money. We are totally squared. I've paid for the rest of your room at the Singing Stones Inn. You don't have to worry about that anymore. Just make the 25-mile trip to me east with me east to Brindol, and you know.
All right.
that's really all I need from you, and then from there,
Okay.
you can probably catch a boat or a raft back to wherever you're going. I have no clue, nor do I care. I just need to get to Brindle.
When do you intend to leave?
As soon as I'm done here getting these horseshoes on the horse. So,
All right. Well, I'll go broach the subject to my comrades and
Yeah.
finish up, get our things from the inn, and we'll rejoin you.
they
later
didn't
on
seem
today.
too happy the first time you got them. I guess you had to coerce them to come here to beautiful Talara, did you?
I just made it seem sweeter for them.
Well-
this whole bandit lord business that they were going on and on. As a matter of fact, why don't we just tell them that the bandit lord has taken up camp at this place we're heading to, and we'll finally go there to put the nail in his coffin, so to speak.
He goes into a full-blown laughing, and you know, all of you outside, you can hear Earthen cackle quite loudly from outside. He says, "You tell them whatever you want to."
Stop pacing for a moment to listen.
Yeah, just remember, Pride. I've just got so much. I've got a lot of silver here and a couple other things, and I'm trying to get to Brindle, and from there, you're free to go wherever you want, and I appreciate all your help. One last thing, tell all your friends. I'll also pay them another 25 gold for the travel to Brindle.
Okay, indeed, I will do that. Thank you, Earthen. I will go broach the subject with him immediately.
I think we should be probably leaving within the next hour or so. I'm going to get these jugheads, so to speak, to get these not to your friends, of course, the other
jugheads.
Yes, the stable masters. Yes, I'm going to get these horseshoes on, and we should be ready to go probably within the next hour or so, sir.
Before I walk out, I kind of bite my lip. I'm trying to manufacture some tears here, Dave. I walk out with my hand on my forehead, a tear running down my cheek. Oh, good Lord. I kind of fall into Vane's arms, bracing myself against him, almost collapsing. Vane, it's the worst case scenario we could have ever hoped for. We'll never believe it.
I shall move to comfort friend Pride.
You remember the bandit lord that lately terrorized this region?
Yes, a half-orc in the inn was telling me about it last night. Mad.
It seems his lust for power knows no bounds. He has pulled up stakes after having depleted this area of all its resources and women and stuff, and has moved on to the further east from here. And Earthen, my friend Earthen, has got a couple of mercenaries in his service and is attempting to free these people of the hold of this damned malefactor.
Well, how much further to the east?
It's about 30 miles, according to Earthen.
So what I want I want a couple skill checks being made. So, Pride, why don't you go ahead and give me a bluff, please? And you can add +2 onto there because of your dramatic RP. And everybody else, I want you to give me an insight check. And everybody drop them into the castle, please. Drop all of those drops into the castle. Thank you.
I'm not seeing a castle.
The little red
it's the
dragon
little red,
okay.
yeah, right hand
dragon,
side. Yep.
yeah.
Sorry about that. A nice new Dungeons and Dragons scheme as well. I like the new setup.
No, I do like that dragon. It's very sexy.
Yeah, that dragon is pretty hot, Dave.
It is the Tyranny of Dragons logo.
Hey, am I coming through now, guys?
Hey, sounds
yeah.
good, man.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yep.
Oh yeah, whatever you did, that fixed it.
yeah.
I think I'll stay off camera, but I think I got audio in the game now. So.
Sure thing.
Okay.
Sounds good, man. Are you in the game right now? I see.
I'm
Yeah.
in there now. I just rolled.
Oh, very good. Yeah.
Oh, he is in there. Okay.
Every night. So thanks, guys, for putting.